Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome back to the vlog. I think this is number 17 days in a row. Messing with my hat again. Don't know what to do with my hands. 17 in a row. That's freaking huge. I gotta be honest, last night I went to bed thinking that I probably wasn't gonna make another video, that I wasn't gonna do this anymore. I was feeling pretty defeated, but then I woke up and saw that people were actually seeing the videos, watching them, and everyone was like, hey, you know, it's super random that your video came across my timeline, but it seems like a couple of you are into it, which I think is incredible, kind of insane because I'm not really doing anything, but I'm happy to have you here, and I love the fact that you guys took the time out of your day to leave me a comment and a like. And it made my freaking day. I mean, it's really starting the new year off on the right foot for me. So thank you to everyone that has subscribed to the channel and left comments. I freaking love you. That's amazing. I hope that you guys have an amazing year. 2025 it's going to be different. It has to be. And you have to make it that way. I have to make it that way. Don't get discouraged. Just keep pushing forward. Keep going. Keep trying to do whatever you're doing. You're just going to wake up one morning and your business is going to be rolling. Your videos are going to be getting views. Your video game streams are going to be getting watched by thousands and millions of people. It's going to happen. You just got to keep working at it. Keep going. So thank you to everyone that is with me right now and to anybody that's with me in the future. I mean, I'm feeling really good right now. I'm freaking pumped, and it's because of all you. So thank you so much. I honestly don't have anything to do today. I'm really itching to go work on my cars because, as you guys know, my other channel is dying. I've lost like 2,300 subscribers on my other channel this month. I don't know why, but I mean, I think I don't know if they were bots or I don't know, but it just doesn't make sense to me because it's like 1,000 subscribers in a day just gone. So I'm pretty sure it's like inactive or like bot accounts, but it's getting me really worried because I've worked for many years on that channel. That was kind of my go-to. I really love working on cars. I really love welding, and that's where I do all that stuff. But that channel's hurting right now, and the weather is not helping my case at all. It hasn't snowed very much at all this winter, and we woke up this morning to I mean, it's been snowing all day. We've only got like 2 inches accumulated on the ground, but it's been snowing nonstop, and it's enough to make it pretty much impossible for me to go outside and work on anything. Yeah, so I'm just inside, and there's really nothing for me to do except for take this big old slab of beef, use my scale, and separate it out. That way I can freeze some of it so that way it doesn't go bad, because I have a terrible habit of buying food in bulk and just leaving it in the fridge, and then I don't get to it and it goes bad, and I waste so much money doing that it's honestly a better deal for me to go out to eat because of the amount of money I waste on groceries because I don't cook or I don't get to the food in time. So January 1, let's try again. I'm going to be trying to eat better. I'm going to be exercising more. Eventually I do want to get into like meal prepping. So if any of you guys out there have any tips for me on meal prep, easy recipes to follow. I'm not a cook. I don't really like to cook, but something that's easy, that makes a lot of food. My son and I, we eat a ton of food. Yeah, if any of you guys have any tips, any tricks, any recipes for meal prepping, let me know. Put them down in the comments. And right now this channel is still small enough to where I can get to every single comment. So if you guys want to interact with me, go down there, say what's up. Give me some advice. Let me know how your day's going. Are you having a good day? Are you having a bad day? What kind of obstacles are in your way? I'm rhyming. Didn't mean to. I'm gonna separate this beef. I know I'm not the only one that has struggled with this. You go to Costco and you buy 5 pounds or 10 pounds of beef, and then you stick it in the fridge and you go, I'll separate it later, and then before you know it, it's gone bad. I do it all the time. But one thing that has helped me in the recent weeks is actually this kitchen scale. My son wanted one of these things because he's been paying attention to calories and proteins and macros and whatever else. But I've been using this thing to portion out my food and throw some of it in the freezer, a little bit in the fridge. That way I'm not wasting as much. I do have one of those like vacuum food saver things, but I'm out of bags for it, so I'm just going to be using the gallon bags and then the 2.5 gallon bags that I bought on accident. I've seen online that Costco, some Costcos will sell like big packs of ground beef. I went to my local Costco and they told me they don't do that there. So I thought it was kind of weird that it's not every single Costco that does that. Interesting stuff here, guys. I know that I said pretty much everything that everyone says at the beginning of the year, that they're gonna eat right and exercise and all of that. I'm really gonna try and do that, and I'm gonna keep recording so that way you guys can hold me accountable. So don't be afraid to get down into the comments and let me know that you haven't seen me in the gym. I don't want this to be like a health and fitness channel. It's just a vlog channel, but that is part of my goal. So if you guys don't see me in the gym, call me out 100%. Hold me accountable, hold your friends accountable, hold your family accountable. If they say that they're gonna use that treadmill that they just got, call them out when they're not using it. I've actually been looking online for a treadmill. I was thinking around Christmas time would be a good time to start looking for exercise equipment because people are going to be replacing their old stuff with new stuff. Man, there's a certain day in January that's like, I think it's actually referred to as like Quitter's Day or something. And it's all the people that have made New Year's resolutions and they've already stopped. I think it's like 2 weeks in to January. Might be a weekend. I'll look it up. But maybe that's the time where I start looking for a treadmill. Personal experience being that I was in the military with running. I know for a fact that you can lose a ton of weight and get in shape, relatively quick with running. But I've also heard that running is terrible on your body, bad on your knees, bad on your back. And I'm old enough to where my knees and my back bother me all day, every day. So people say that you should walk. People say that you should climb stairs. You should use ellipticals. And it's one of those things where there's so much information online that everything kind of contradicts each other. So if there's any fitness gurus that have stumbled across these videos that have some input, I would love to talk to you about that, because I just want to know what I should do. Should I run? Should I walk? Should I climb stairs? You run a lot in boot camp, so you lose weight. You're also on a very strict diet, which I haven't had the most discipline after leaving the military. Boom. 4 pounds of ground beef ready for the freezer. 1 pound of ground beef left to go in the fridge. That simple. You can see I bought tons of ground beef, chicken breasts, chicken thighs, got some ribeye steaks, cheese. Trying to just eat real food. I'm trying to stay away from like the heavily processed stuff. Really trying to stay away from energy drinks, which has been a huge part of my daily life since I was a teenager. I mean, there was a time when I was younger when I was working for my brother, working construction, and he would pick me up in the morning and he'd have a Rockstar waiting for me, ready to go. And then lunchtime would come and we'd be feeling a little tired. So we'd go to the gas station, get some gas station burrito, and probably another Rockstar. And then after work, we were feeling a little sluggish, feeling a little tired, and we would go get another Rockstar, drinking like 3 16-ounce cans every day. And I don't have to tell you guys, that's terrible. And I have switched brands every once in a while. Sometimes I drink the white monsters. They're sugar-free. They don't have all of the, chemicals. They don't have as much of the chemical sweeteners in them, so it actually doesn't give me a headache, which I am very sensitive to. All of the artificial chemical sweeteners, aspartame, sucralose, even stevia will give me a headache if there's a lot of it. If there's just a little bit, it's not too bad. I can't do diet soda. I can't do sugar-free Red Bulls. I can't do, anything like that. But there is one drink that is new to the market, and it's supposed to help with kind of putting your body into ketosis and burning fat. It's got claims that it actually gives you focus and not just that kind of like spaz, like manic energy that you get from an energy drink where you're shaky and you've got all this energy inside you, but you can't narrow it into one thing, to go do one thing, to accomplish a task. And I get jittery on coffee, and I'll drink an entire pot of coffee in the morning. If I don't have anything going on, I'm brewing a whole pot, I'm drinking the whole thing. But this new drink is Kenetik, and I'm sure you guys have seen it. It's Roman Atwood's company. He sells it in his laundromat. You can buy it online. I got this on the Kenetik website. You can get 12 packs, you can get 6 packs, you can get one flavor, you can get varieties. There's no sugar in it. There's no sucralose, there's no aspartame, 0 grams of fat, 100 grams of sodium, 0 carbs, 0 sugar. It's got 235 milligrams of potassium, 69 milligrams of magnesium. So I don't know, maybe it's a placebo effect, but it doesn't have any sugar in it. It doesn't have all of the other crap, all the garbage that an energy drink has. I'm not going to stand here and say that I know a lot about it, because I don't. But I do know that this stuff is absolutely delicious, and I do notice a difference with it. So if you live near a Lifetime Fitness, I'm pretty sure they sell them there. But other than that, you got to go to the Kenetik website or Amazon. Or if you live in Ohio, you can go to Roman Atwood's laundromat, and they sell it out of the fridge there. So go tag Roman down in the comments. What's up, Roman? I'll promote this stuff all day long. You don't even got to pay me. Just send me a case of it. All right, that's enough of that silliness. Update on the pellet stove. My little fire starter trick is working. Fire's been going. Actually, that thing's actually got this house so hot I had to turn on some of the fans and kind of circulate the air around. I might have to crack open a window. And I've got that thing turned down pretty much as low as it'll go and still stay lit, which is awesome. I think I'm not 100% sure if it's worth it to buy a pallet of heating pellets, because it's where I live, it's about 300 bucks for a pallet of them. My energy bill, my electric bill has been, it was $200 last month. I want to say it's going to be about $230 this month. January, it's going to keep getting colder. I don't have a gas furnace or anything. There's no central heat and air in this house. It's just these baseboard heaters, which I don't like to use because they're not very energy efficient. The baseboard heater is just a thick wire that runs electricity through it, and it heats up and it heats your house. It does a good job at heating your house, but it's not very energy efficient. And I've heard a lot of people say that you want to keep like 9 to 10 inches of combustible space in front of those things because they can catch things on fire. So I don't even use the one in the living room because it's right behind the couch. The curtains are hanging over it. So the circuit breaker is off on that one. I don't use the one in the kitchen or the bedrooms. I just keep those off. And I went and bought these oil-filled radiant heaters because, as the name implies, they're filled with oil, so they retain the heat a lot better. And with the fins on them, air can blow through them and seems to circulate the heat a little bit better. And they seem to be a little bit more energy efficient, even though they run on 110. Baseboard heaters are 220. So, if there's any construction workers, electricians, whatever, that happen to see this video, I know I'm asking a lot in this one, but hear me out. Would it make sense to spend $300 for an entire winter's worth of pellets? Do you think that would offset my electric bill enough for it to be cheaper? Because honestly, the pellet stove, it's a pain in the ass. I gotta light the little fire starter, I gotta throw a handful of pellets in there, keep the door cracked, turn it on. Like, there's a whole thing. The igniter in that thing doesn't work. So it's a whole process. It's a pain in the ass. And if it doesn't offset the energy bill enough, I'm just gonna keep using the electric heaters, and that'll just be that. I'll just have a $250, $230 electric bill every month in the winter. So I'm looking for electricians. I'm looking for fitness people. I'm looking for Roman Atwood. I'm looking for chefs, recipes. I don't know. I'm looking for a lot of stuff. I felt like I was more presentable for the camera. So if you felt it, let me know. There's something else I'm looking for. We'll see you guys tomorrow for 18. And I still don't know how to sign these videos off. So I love you. Be a force for good. See you later.